This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 560.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. We have the technology.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. We have 4 next weekend. We have WordCamp Malaysia, which is the 22nd and 23rd of November. We have WordCamp Wrocław, which is in Poland. It's November 22nd, 24th, a 3-day camp. WordCamp Griñón for e-commerce specifically, focus there. The 23rd and 24th of November, that's in Madrid in Spain. And WordCamp Sofia in Bulgaria, a single-day camp, November 24th. And for the record, I won't beat any of them because I'm going to be down in South Carolina running my next race. So if you're in South Carolina, come say hi. Let me know. All right, moving on. Segment 1 in the news. 2 things here, both connected. WordPress 6.7, codenamed Rollins, was released as expected. It is Sonny Rollins is the artist behind it as far as the jazz performer, characterized by its unmatched energy with emotional depth. And along with Rollins 6.7 came the 2025 theme. It's the debut of it, very modern, offering ultimate design flexibility for any blog at any scale. Check it out. Control your site typography, some of the keywords here. The new zoom out feature lets you design your site with a macro view, stepping back from the details to bring the big picture to life. Interesting. Full transparency, I have not checked out either one, 6.7 or 2025. I will have to do that in the next week or two, and maybe I'll do a whole episode on the most recent release, because it's been a while since I've done one of those, and kind of go through it and build something new with it. So, all right. That's it in the news. Yeah, that's it in the news. Moving on, segment 2, the meat potatoes. So we all want to get better in what we do, right? I believe so, especially as business owners, designers even, developers, etc. And I'm focusing this week on the developer side of things, because after chatting with a friend of mine who is in the WordPress space, but not really part of the community, he runs a business, does well, and his latest developer hire and firing and fiasco, whatnot, I asked him about it and did some research on what makes a good developer these days. So after said research, I have a short little list, 6, 7 things, I think maybe 5 or 6 things, plus one additional that's not really per se a skill, but it is a skill. It's a soft skill. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second here. So as we all know, WordPress is based on PHP and MySQL, right? So what else does one really need to know to level up, if you will, as a developer? So here's the list in no specific order, and with the item itself, the value it offers, and then how to learn it potentially. Okay, so first and foremost, JavaScript and some of its frameworks as well. So the value, of course, is JavaScript powers interactivity and dynamic functions on a website. Modern websites really integrate JavaScript, especially with a block editor, i.e. Gutenberg, which is built using React. Okay, knowing JavaScript allows you to create those custom blocks, enhance user interfaces, and contribute to the advanced front-end development. Now, how to learn it, we all learn differently, but there's resources. Start with the free ones, javascript.info or the MDN web docs. Progress to React, check out react.dev is another one. So Gutenberg specific tutorials are also available on the WordPress developers resource page. Now, like I mentioned, with MySQL or SQL in general, either one really, but MySQL, number 2 would be database management, because WordPress relies on MySQL for its database. Now, understanding how databases work will enable you to really optimize the queries, troubleshoot performance issues, and build complex data-driven features like custom reports or advanced search functions. I know enough SQL or MySQL via Google and via some ChatGPT to be dangerous at best, but I know how to get in there and do a couple things I need to do. So how to learn it: take a class, obviously, some basics. Platforms like Code Academy would be great. Practice by exploring and manipulating using a local database, using PHPMyAdmin, which I'm also dangerous with, or WP-CLI, which I love. I always forget that, how much I love WP-CLI for doing stuff. It's so fast. It's so great. And there's that as well. Okay, number 3, moving on here. And this is close to my heart because I have such desire to learn this better. Git and version control. The value, of course, is Git allows you to track code changes, collaborate with teams, safely manage the updates. Okay, it's essential for working on client projects, theme and plugin development, and contributing to WordPress core without the risk of overwriting critical code. How to learn it, again, this is what kind of gets me because I have this domain I've bought and owned for way too long. I think I still own it. Yeah, so platforms like GitHub and GitLab do offer excellent tools. You can also practice with, there's a tool called learningitbranching.js.org. So learninggitbranching.js.org. So I just found that one out recently. And the one I have, let me check, do I still have this domain? Maybe I should do this in 2025. Hold on, stand by 1 second. I do. I have one. So I want to learn Git and share as I did it, kind of like in a live stream somehow. I was going to maybe do this through, what's that live streaming tool called? I can't think of what it's called, but it used to be Justin.tv. Not Scratch. I can't think of what it's called right now at the top of my head. Someone's yelling at me right now, probably saying, it's this, you dummy. Anyway, it's over at Gidiot.com. If you want to sign up, GITIDIOT.com. I was going to share literally, Twitch. It's called Twitch. That's what it's called. So anyway, so if you want to sign up for that, if there's interest in 2025, watching me learn Git and go through that whole thing, let me know. It's over at gitidiot.com. So gitidiot.com. So there's that. All right. Number 4, only a couple more here. Number 4, API integration / REST and GraphQL. Okay. These things I don't understand at all, but the value apparently through the Googling, APIs allow WordPress to connect with external services and expose its data to other applications. The WordPress REST API is especially important for creating headless WordPress sites or custom integrations. Okay, how to learn it? Well, there's a service called Apollo's Tutorials and WP GraphQL documentation. That would be the best place to check as well. Also, I guess WordPress REST API has documentation as well, and platforms like Postman, you can help test that too. So again, that is way outside of my comfort zone and my knowledge base, but for those of you who want to level up and to be able to do things above and beyond core WordPress, that's what you need to know, right? Okay. And number 5, this is the last one. Number 5, continuous integration and continuous deployment, otherwise known as CI and CD. Now, I've actually looked into this at length a couple years ago because I was looking at doing this for a company as a freelancer, but it didn't work out. But it's fascinating to me. So CI and CD, they automate the process of integrating code changes and deploying them into production environments. Okay. In WordPress, this means smoother collaboration, quicker bug fixes, and more reliable deployments. Okay. It helps reduce errors and speeds up development. How to learn it? So you just need to learn version control with Git. Again, goes back to the couple of ones I mentioned 2 back. What else? And it looks like tools, GitHub Actions, GitLab CI/CD, or Jenkins are commonly used for WordPress. So practicing creating basic workflows for tasks like automating testing, linting PHP and JavaScript code are ways to go about it. Platforms like Code Academy and Free Code Camp have very beginner-friendly CI and CD modules. Okay, so all that said, I've had a few interests, like I said, in those above. To be honest, I'm still at the base of the PHP mountain. I know enough CSS, and I can muddle around with MySQL and PHP-MyAdmin, like I said. The rest of them scare me. They do, because I just don't know what I don't know. So it's a matter of focus, taking the time to learn, scheduling it, put it on your calendar one day at a time. Okay. Now, as far as the issue, it's not on the list. It's the soft skill, if you will. And per the conversation I had with my friend, which really got me thinking about this, if you are a full stack developer, if you have these skills and you want work, because right now people are like, it goes back to last week's question, what's the job market? Well, there's work out there. I've seen it. It's plentiful. I know people hiring who pay well. Okay. The key is to be and act like and perform as an adult and take responsibility for your actions. Don't treat other people's companies and kindness like, I don't know, poop. I'm just gonna say poop there. There you have it. If you're a contractor, if you're looking for full-time work, the work is work. You're getting paid to provide a service. Be an adult and communicate, deliver, get paid. Simple, really. And lastly, I recommend this idea. My friend is actually using from now on. He's no longer hiring direct. He's hiring through Upwork to have that level of protection as a trial. So 90-day trial basis to track hours, etc. Because he's been taken advantage of way too many times and gone through too much stress and hassle to have to deal with that with people not acting like adults. Okay, so maybe WordPress has a bad rap here. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure. He's just gotten some bad luck, and he's been doing this for a long time to find good, solid developers who will do the work and show up and not lie, steal, or cheat. Anyway, that's just my little rant for the moment. So there you go. So again, ways to level up would be, again, JavaScript, database management, Git and version control, API integration, and CI/CD to help do all that as well. And act like an adult. Be honest and truthful in your skill set and deliver good work. All right. Segment 3, tip and tool of the week. My go-to, again, I'm going to keep this connected to learning, is w3schools.com. I might have mentioned it in the past. I'll mention it again. Yeah, I go there often when I need to learn something and remember how to do something, even the basic stuff. So it's w3schools.com. There you go. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up for this week. If you have a question, go ahead and send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use that SpeakPipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, that'd be great. Become a Patreon. There's a way to do that. You can buy me a coffee. If you want to sponsor the show, you can do that too. There's a form on the website. Fill it out, get back to you. And that is it for this week. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right. Bye-bye.